Hi guys, in this video we are going to see how you can authenticate the user using phone authentication method in Flutter web using Firebase. And in the next video we will cover this phone authentication method in mobile platform. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. So whenever we upload that video, you will get the notification. So let's move into the coding part. Before moving into the coding part, I will like to show the procedure that I will follow in this video to integrate the phone authentication method. So basically, I have created this screen. That is the phone authentication screen. And in this screen, I have created two text fields. First text field is for the country code and second text field is for the phone number. And a button, when the user taps on this button, we will check whether the country code is provided or phone number is provided or not. When it is provided, we will call the Firebase console to send the OTP to the number entered by the user in this text field. And when the OTP is sent successful, we will navigate to the verify OTP screen, where we will take the OTP from the user and match the OTP that was sent from the Firebase and the entered OTP by the user. And when both OTP matches, we will create the user inside the Firebase console. Otherwise, we will show the error that the OTP entered by you is incorrect. And in this whole process, if anything goes wrong while creating user or while sending the OTP, we will also catch that error and show to the user and give the reason why this error happened. So this is the whole procedure we will follow inside this video. So let's move into the coding part. So basically, if you doesn't follow this series and you are watching for phone authentication only, so make sure you added the Firebase Auth plugin inside your puffspec.yaml file and also a Firebase core plugin inside the puffspec.yaml. Both the plugin should be inside your puffspec.yaml file. Make sure you registered the app inside the Firebase console. And if you already not done if you not done this, you can watch the videos from the Flutter plus Firebase course playlist. And if you have already did this, so leave this section and move to the coding part. Okay, so just create a class. I am in the Firebase authentication.dart class. So inside this, I will create a function and I will name it as send OTP to the phone number. Okay, and I will create a parameter to get the phone number, and it should be a future. That's why I am using async. And when it is future, it should be a future. So when it is uses async, it should be a future. And the type of this future should be map, string, dynamic. Okay, and inside this, so basically we are implementing the phone authentication for the Flutter web application. So both the code, that is the Flutter web application and the mobile platform, has different code base. So that's why we are in this video, we are authenticating with Flutter web. So we will use the Flutter web code, not the mobile platform code. So what I will do, I will use final. I will create the instance of Firebase Auth plugin. So what I will do, I will create final Firebase Auth and I will name it as ins equal to initialize auth. So basically this is the function that I have created in this class. So it looked like this. So this is the initialize auth function. So let's move into the code. So now what I will do, using this ins function, I will call sign in with phone number. So what I will do, I will call ins dot sign in with phone number. Then it will require the phone number. We will pass this phone number that we are getting from here, and this will return the confirmation result instance. So we will hold this instance inside confirmation result variable, confirmation result. So I will call it result. Then make sure you have added the await because it is the future function. So we only need the confirmation result, not the future. That's why we need to use the await. And inside this sign in with phone number, we need to override the reCAPTCHA verification. So I will pass the reCAPTCHA instance, RecaptchaVerifier instance, and then inside this we will override two functions. First is the onError. So if any error happens while sending the code, this will fall inside this error function and it will give us a auth exception. So I will name it as auth exception. Then inside this we will write the code of the error, that is we will return the error to the future. So basically I will leave it blank right now, and I will override another function, and the function name is onSucess. So when OTP is sent to the user, we will navigate to the different screen. So I need to add the comma. So these are the two functions we need to override. So basically need to override. So one thing I need to do is to create a boolean variable, and I will name it as send OTP response. Okay, and it should be currently false. And when any error happens, we will make this send OTP response equal to false. Okay, and when the success, that is the OTP is sent, we will make this send OTP response equal to true. And I also need to create a map variable, because we will return the map here. So it should be final map, and inside this the map type is string and dynamic. So key should be the string and the value should be a dynamic. And I will name it as response map equal to, I will leave it blank, and then inside the error we will give the data to this response map. So inside the error part we will add the data inside the map. And first map I will like to add, and it contains a error message, or I will call it message. And the message comes from this auth exception, why this error happens. It will give the description of the error. So I will use auth exception dot message. So basically this auth exception is coming from this here, and inside this there is a message property. So it will give the description about the message, why this error happened. And then I will also provide the title, and the title should be from me. So I will type this unexpected error happened. Okay, now when the success, that is when the OTP is sent, we need nothing to do that, because we are changing the value. We will use this value to check whether the OTP is sent or it is failed. So basically what I will do, I will come outside this function, and then I will check if sent OTP response is true, or first I will check whether it is false. If it is false, then I will simply return this response map. So it should be a future.value. So what I will do, I will use future.value, and then I will pass the response inside the function of the value. Sorry, it should be future.error, because OTP is not sent. So we will use future.error. And when the OTP is sent, inside the if body, outside the if body, we will first of all we will add the data inside this response map. So what I will do, response map dot add, and then I will provide the map data. And first thing I need to provide is the result, and the result should come from here, that is the confirmation result instance. So we will pass simply the confirmation result instance. And second thing I will pass is the verification code. If it is needed, it is not needed, so I will leave it. So simply I will pass the result code, that is confirmation result using map. Then I will return future.error, and inside this we will then I will use future.value, and then pass this response map, and here it is. So now our OTP sending code is ready. So when the user taps on the button, that is the get OTP button, we will fire this function that we have created right now. And so in this way we will send the OTP to the number entered by the user. So let's move again to verify the OTP. So let's create another function. This function will verify the OTP, that is match the OTP from the Firebase and the OTP entered by the user. When both the matches, this function will create the user inside the Firebase console. So okay, so we will create another function. I will call it verify OTP. and again it should be a sync because it is a future. So and then when I use a sync, we need to provide the future of this function, and the type of this future should be the user, because the user creation part, that is the user inside the Firebase, is created inside this function. So that's why I am using the user to return. When the account is created, we will return the user, otherwise we will not return the user. Okay, inside the verify OTP function, we need a parameter. So we will ask for the confirmation result instance that we are passing from here, that is the, here it is. So we will take this result, and then we will check whether the confirmation result OTP that we have sent, so it will come inside the OTP, so that we have sent is matched with the OTP entered by the user. This will also, so this will fall inside this confirmation result. Okay, I will call it result, and then I will ask for another parameter, and it is for the OTP that the entered by the user. So I will name it as OTP, and then inside this function, first of all I will like to create use this result. Okay, I will like to use this result dot confirm function, and this confirm function will take the OTP entered by the user. So the OTP provided by the user need to be passed here inside this function. So we will use this OTP and pass it inside the confirm function, and then if OTP matches, it will return the user credential. Okay, so when the OTP matches successful, it will return the user credentials. So we will hold this inside the credential. So when the OTP matches, our user is ready. So we will check whether if credential dot user does not equal to null. If it is null, we will simply return future.error, and inside this the error should be user is not created inside console. So it will be your message, type whatever you want, and when it is not null, we will simply return the value of this future. So the value should be credential.user, because we are returning, because the future type, that is the type of this feature, should be the user. That's why we are returning the user. Okay, so this will be the code. So when the user and when any exception happens, that is the OTP is not correct entered by the user, we are unable to create the account inside Firebase console. So if any type of error happens while processing this function, we will catch all this exception inside the Firebase auth exception, and we will use this, and for this we will use try catch block. Okay, so I will use try, and inside this I will paste all the code that I have typed right now. And then then on the catch type, and then on the catch block, first I will check on Firebase auth exception. When the auth exception happens, we will catch this auth exception inside the e variable, and when the error happens, we will return the future dot error, and we will pass the message why the error happens. So this will be the code to verify, to send the OTP, to verify the OTP, and to create the user inside Firebase console. So this will be the code. So this will be the code to send the OTP and verify the OTP. Okay, so now we are done. So let's integrate this function inside the phone authentication string. So just come inside the screen wherever you want to implement this function, and I want to implement this function inside this screen. So it contains two text field. I have already talked about this, and I will come inside this get OTP on paste function, and then I will call this function. Okay, send OTP function basically. Okay, so I need to close it. So just come below on the on tap of the button, or on tap of any type of widget that you want, and first what I will do, I will check if country code dot text dot is empty. So if it is empty, the user is not provided, So we will simply return, and we will also check if phone number dot text dot is empty, the user is not provided the phone number, or the phone number dot text dot is dot length. Okay, we will check the length is less than or equal to 9. We will simply return nothing because the phone number is not correct. And when these both condition false, we will simply show the dialog. Okay, and inside this dialog we will call the FutureBuilder. So it will return the context, and then we will return inside the builder property, we will return FutureBuilder, and the builder property will give us a context part and the snapshot of the future. Okay, and basically this FutureBuilder consists of the map, because our sign up or because send OTP to the phone number is returning the map. That's why we need to use map dynamic. Okay, and then inside this I will first check if snapshot dot has error. When the OTP sending process get filled, this will come inside snapshot dot has error if condition, and then we will simply return alert dialog, and inside this we will provide the title, and our title comes from the error part. So basically this is the error part. So when the error happens, there is a map that consists of a title and the message. Okay, so basically if you don't want to return the map, you can simply return the confirmation result here. So you can type confirmation result here. So because I am using, so you can type the confirmation result here as well. If you don't need to return the map, you can simply return the confirmation result, and make sure you return the result here, not the response, because the confirmation result is inside the result in the variable. So I am returning the map, that I will leave it same, I will not change it. You can do both the things, it totally depends upon you. So basically if error happens, I will catch the map, that is the error map that we are sending from the future.error property, and I will use this, I will create an instance of a map dynamic, and it should be error, and I will use a snapshot.error to catch the error, and I will cast this error as a map, because it is currently in the object property, that is it will be currently in the object class. So I will cast it as a map. So the map type should be string and then dynamic. Okay, so now when the now inside the alert dialog we will provide the title. So our title is inside the error that we have created right now, and the error comes inside the title key. You can also see this from here. So it is inside the title, error title, because we are returning this response when the error happens. Okay, so it is inside the title, and the content part of this alert dialog should contains another text, and this text should be contains the message, why the descriptive message why the error happens. So basically this is also fall inside the error map, and the key is the message key. So we will use this message, and also we need to provide the action. So we need to provide the action, that is OK button. So we will use the action property, and then we will provide the button, and inside the on pressed we will simply close this dialog, navigator.pop context, and inside the child property we will provide the text, and the text contain OK. So this will be the whole UI of the error widget that we have created right now. So now when the code is in the process, we need to show the progress to the user. So inside the if body of snapshot.hasData, we will simply return the alert dialog, and and then the alert dialog should contain only the content part, and the content part should contains the sized box, and the height of this sized box should be 30 and the width should be 30, and the child of sized box should be the circular progress indicator. Okay, so this is the simple thing we have created to show the progress. So when the error is not there, the progress is completed, we will simply return the, so we got the data, so we will check if snapshot.has data. If it has data, we will simply return the same alert dialog that we have created in the error widget. So we'll copy this and then we will paste this inside here, and also inside the title we will give the title OTP sent, and inside the content part we will provide the description about the success. So we have successfully sent OTP to the phone number. Okay, successfully, FULLY, successfully. Okay, so we have successfully sent OTP to the phone number, and when the OK button clicks, that the user clicks on OTP button, we will navigate to the verify OTP screen. So I will use navigator.push, and then the push replacement, I can say push replacement, and inside the context we have provided the context, and it should contain the material page route, and inside the builder property it will provide the context, and we will simply return verify OTP screen. Okay, so I have already created this screen to conserve the time because it will be a long video. So inside this verify OTP screen, I have called for the map instance. So our map, that is the data, map data should be inside snapshot.data. We will simply send this. Make sure add the null check because it may be a null. So inside the verify OTP screen, I asked for the map instance that we are sending here when the OTP is sent successfully. So this is the map instance that we will use. So basically this verify OTP screen consists of a text field to enter the OTP by the user, and a button to when the user clicks on it, it will check whether the OTP is correct or not. So inside the verify OTP button, what I will do, I will check if OTP.text.is empty. If it is empty, then we will simply return. So basically this OTP is the text field controller that I have initialized here. So we are getting the text entered inside the text field controller using this OTP instance, and I have created this here. So now we can move. So when the OTP is not empty, we will show the dialog, same dialog, alert, we will show the dialog, and then inside the builder it should be return the context, and then so we will copy the code that we have created inside the Firebase send OTP function. So we will copy all these code because the code should be the same. So what I will do, I will copy from the return till the progress. Okay, here it is. So just copy this and then paste it inside your screen, verify OTP screen. Here it is. And inside the error message, we are not getting the map. We are not getting the map as an error. Instead, we are getting the string as an error. So here it is. We are getting the string as an error. So basically, message is a string. error here we are also returning the string, we are not returning the map. So here map is not there, so when you leave it, it will cause the error. That's why I removed this. And then inside the title property, I will use unexpected error, and inside the content part we will use snapshot.error.toString, and everything will be the same. And inside this we will not going to navigate to the verify OTP page, rather than we will navigate to the home screen, you can say, and it should not contains the. So when the account is created successfully, account creation successful, I will use account creation successful. We have successfully created account. You can navigate to home screen. I will type created account. You can navigate to home screen. Okay, so this will be the code. So I will like to provide the future. So our future should be the Firebase authentication.instance.verify OTP, and it should ask for the result. So our result should come from snapshot. So our result come from here that we have passed. So here it is, the response map. So our confirmation result is inside this response map. So I will use response, and the result is the key to access the confirmation result. Okay, and the OTP come from the OTP text editing controller. So OTP dot text, and also the verify OTP function is the type of user, and here it is the map. So we need to change it, so it should be the user, and we are done. So we need also to provide this feature inside the send OTP function as well. So just come above. One thing I need to add. Okay. One thing I need to add. I will need to override the barrier dismissible, and I will use false. So when the user clicks outside the dialog, it will not close right now. If it is true, it will close itself. So that's why I used false. And also we need to use the future inside the send OTP function. So here it is. So we need to provide the feature of this FutureBuilder as well. So inside the future, I will use for Firebase authentication instance dot send OTP to the phone number, and we will pass the phone number. So phone number consists of two arguments. First is the country code. So I will use country code text editing controller, country code dot text, and another is the phone number controller. So phone number dot text. Okay, also provide the what we got error. Okay, we need to add this here. So now it is done. So also we need to add the barrier dismissible false. So just hit save. And one thing you need to do is to enable the phone authentication method inside Firebase console. So just open the firebase.google.com and then click go to console. Firebase app example. So choose your application and come inside the authentication, and inside the sign in method, make sure you enable the phone authentication. So if you have not enabled this, click on add new provider and enable from here. So now I have already enabled it, so it will not allow me again. So what I will do, I will check whether it is working or not. So make sure I open the debug console to get the error, or the error is shown inside the widget as well. So I will type the country code, that was 91, and my number. So when I click on get OTP, it will send the OTP. So basically here it is a tuning reported. So it was asking for the RecaptchaVerifier. So I will choose the bicycles and then click verify. And here we have successfully sent OTP to the phone number, and I got the OTP. And when I click on OK, it will take me to the verify OTP screen, and here it is. And I will type the OTP. 189246 is the correct OTP, but I will type 7. And when I click on verify OTP, it will give the error. So when I pass the correct OTP, that is the 6, it will navigate to the home screen. So just click on verify OTP, and we have successfully created your account. You can navigate to home screen, click OK, and we are on the home screen. So just check whether our account is created inside Firebase console or not. So inside the user section, we will see that our account is created and the provider is phone number. So this is the whole procedure. So this is the video. So in next video we will authenticate with the phone authentication method, but in the mobile platform, that is the Android and iOS. So if you like this video, make sure you give the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and to get the notification whenever we upload the phone authentication with mobile platform. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and share with your friend as well. So thanks for watching.